Guatemala, and that's where my family's from. And Josue wanted to come to the United States, and he's heard that one of the things to do here in America is watch a baseball game. And so we went up to the Seattle Mariners game, and he didn't have tickets, so he climbed this huge ladder. And when he was climbing the ladder, he was next to the American flag. And he's like, wow, this is such a good view. It's an amazing view. And he was like, why is everyone standing up looking at me? And they all stood up and they started singing to Josue. Josue. All right. So I just thought I'd start out, with my brother. August 28th, 1993. Josue Otonier Solares. That was the name of the third child, and Rigoberto and Annabella's Solares, my parents' life. Was one of the first sounds he'd make. And although growing up, he did not like cows as a favorite animal, but he was amazed at the things he can touch, feel, smell, taste, and most of all, see. Also was the kind of person that every time he would see or encounter something new he has never before, he would what we now call, he'd freak out as an excitement. Never did he back down from new things, yet nor attempt things he knew smarter not to do. Josue had a lot of influence throughout his life. I realized at one point I was one of the biggest role models in his life. He saw a lot of things that I was good at, and he wanted to always try to be better in it. First came basketball. He just didn't have the height. He was about 5'5", Guatemala. He didn't have the height, and so then came football. And as he saw that I was on the varsity team, he wanted to try it out. He just wasn't interested in that. Then he tried soccer, something I've always done as well. And I'll tell you one thing, he had a leg. He later tried doing things he wanted to do individually. Biking, camping, hunting, and fishing. The outdoors was his favorite. Every time he knew our family was going out camping, it was like a birthday for him. And when we would go out to camp, he'd wake up real early with his fishing pole. 2 hours later, he'd come back with a fish in every finger. Like literally, I have pictures. He'd come out with fishes all over his fingers. So was a really genuine kid. Always laughing, always clowning around, always trying to make other people laugh, always trying to do prank calls on my older sister, Johanna. He'd call at night. The phone would ring. My sister would answer. Hello? Hey, is your refrigerator running? What the heck? Let's play go to bed. Then he'd be like, what? How'd you know it was me? Gosh dang it. He wasn't really good at it. He was a really loving person. He never had problems with anyone at school. He was always trying to make new friends. Just recently, on July 23rd to the 29th, I took my brother on a church retreat or conference. Out of all my friends, out of all of them, for some God-knowing reason, I wanted Josue to go. He was the funniest guy ever. I've never seen him the way I did over at this conference, making everyone laugh with his joke he's seen off YouTube and Mad TV. Can I get a Yambo Yak? He would imitate George Lopez, making our youth minister, Jason, just crack up and laugh every time he'd say it. Every time he would see a pretty girl walking down, the California street, he'd roll down the window and shout out, "Hey, yo, excuse me, can I talk to you for a minute? I just want to let you know the back of your head looked ridiculous." Always clowning around, like I said. He was a rookie on just about everything he did in San Diego. It was the first time he went on a trip with me, Hillary, Tori, Lisa, and our youth minister, Jason. It was the first time he was spoiled with tons of food and drinks. It was the first time staying at a 5-star hotel, first time staying in college dorms, first time having an In-N-Out burger, first time we went on a roller coaster in Six Flags, first time getting dogpiled by a group of guys that were out looking, for people, because at the conference there was a lot of girls and Anyway, everyone was holding up signs saying free hugs, so, it was like they were desperate or something. But, me and my girlfriend Hillary put a sticker on the back of Josue's back that said, "Hug me, I'm desperate." And there comes a group of guys, they just all dogpiled on. Anyway, first time seeing over 3,000 high school teens be in all the same religion, it says. But most importantly, it was his first time worshiping, singing, and praising God. Josue was touched by this trip in so many ways, as we all were. I also had a first time at something too. And unfortunately, it took me 15 years to do, but I did it. For the first time ever during adoration, I hugged Josue. For the first time, I hugged him so incredibly strong, it made us both show our emotions. For this first time ever, I hugged him crying, telling him I loved him and apologizing for not being the best brother throughout his life. And this is when Father John was right in front of us with the monsters. And for the first time, he forgave me, saying, "Chris, I love you too, man. We're brothers and always will be." August 1st, 2009, 3 days after we got back from San Diego, I have never, ever gone to a bookstore. Me? Like Chris? Seriously? Like, no, I would never go to a bookstore. Yeah, right. I graduated high school for a reason. I came across 2 books. The first one was 90 Minutes in Heaven, and the second was Heaven is Real. For the first time, I spent $22 on books. That's something I would never do. Like, seriously, I could buy 44 Snicker bars at Walmart with that money. But for some reason, I did. I bought them. 5 minutes later, I received a phone call that I'll never forget. I received a phone call. "Chris, come home. We're heading up to the Yamka River on Mile 26. Josue is being searched by the rescue team. He fell out of a boat." No one really knew what happened to him. I looked down at my receipt as I spent $22. I looked down at my books. And I was going down, and when I was looking at the books, I saw what had happened to him. It was like, I saw it. I closed my eyes and I saw what happened. I saw Josue going down the river. No boat, no nothing. I saw Josue going down the river, and as he was going down, he was screaming, having a good time. Like, I could totally see my brother just going down the river, having a good time in the current, just having a good time. I saw Josue reach up right as he hit the rapids. He reached up like this. And that's when God reached down and took him. Not knowing what had happened, this is what I saw before I even went down to this river. Now, from the church retreat, before I headed back to Oregon, Jason had asked us all, "Okay guys, what's one thing you want to work on? Or what's one thing you guys want to bring back from the Steubenville trip?" Josue was the first one to answer. He sits there and goes, "I want to get to know God better." "Okay, Josue, good. And what will you need to accomplish that?" He says again, "I'm going to need strength and encouragement." Tell you what, Josue got his strength and encouragement real quick. He is now in heaven, getting to know God. Thank you, and I wanted to say that you guys are really blessed for having Father John as a priest, because he really touched